Conor McGregor has once again stirred the MMA world, this time by claiming his current UFC contract is effectively void. According to McGregor, the promotion's shift away from a traditional pay-per-view model and toward streaming on Paramount Plus has fundamentally changed the financial structure his deal was built on. For a fighter whose earnings were closely tied to pay-per-view success, that change carries massive implications. McGregor has long operated under one of the most lucrative contracts in UFC history. His fights routinely generated blockbuster sales, often surpassing 1 million buys and unlocking enormous back-end revenue on top of his guaranteed purse. That model rewarded star power, and no fighter benefited more from it than the notorious. Now, with UFC events included as part of a streaming subscription, McGregor argues the foundation of his agreement no longer exists. During a live stream appearance, McGregor explained that he plans to renegotiate his deal early next year. He pointed directly to the massive media rights agreement between the UFC and Paramount, noting that the promotion's overall valuation and profits have increased significantly. From his perspective, a fighter who helped build that value should not be operating under outdated terms. McGregor made it clear that he intends to approach negotiations with confidence. He emphasized his historical impact on the sport and reiterated that he remains the highest-generating pay-per-view fighter of all time. With the old system gone, he believes a new contract is not just reasonable but necessary. Despite the contract talk, McGregor insists his primary focus remains on returning to the octagon. After a long absence, he says his attention is locked on training, recovery, and preparation. He has downplayed outside distractions, explaining that he spends his time in the gym, listening to his coaches, and maintaining a disciplined routine. According to McGregor, blocking out external noise is essential as he works toward a comeback. He also expressed confidence that negotiations will not drag on, allowing him to shift his full attention back to competition. That confidence suggests McGregor sees his return as a matter of when, not if. Adding another layer of intrigue, potential opponents are already being discussed for a high-profile UFC event rumored to take place at the White House. Michael Chandler remains the most familiar option, especially after their previously scheduled fight fell apart. However, Jorge Masvidal has also entered the conversation, hinting at possible involvement without confirming talks. Chandler quickly responded with skepticism, dismissing vague claims and reminding fans that speculation is easy without substance. As negotiations, comeback plans, and opponent rumors collide, one thing is clear. Whenever Conor McGregor makes his move, the entire MMA world will be watching closely.